Hey, Relentless Stuff students, Pastor Josh here with just a quick Monday word of inspiration for you. This past Wednesday, we talked about the fruit of the Spirit of peace found in Galatians 5:22. We know that the fruit of the Spirit of this, love, joy, and peace. When we have peace in our lives, it kind of takes care of everything that's going on in our lives, that no matter what's thrown our way, we can have this just calmness about us. We talked about how there was the war within, the war between the flesh and the spirit. We talked about how when war is happening, peace is not happening. When we submit to the Spirit and we submit to the things of Christ, we begin to calm that war because we lean towards the Spirit. We get this peace about us, about things that we're warring against when it comes to sin and things that we're warring against when it comes to the things that are in our lives. There's another time that I think peace comes active in our lives. Here in Matthew chapter 4, verse 36, it says, "On that day when evening had come, he said to them, 'Let us go across to the other side.' And leaving the crowd, they took him with them in the boat, just as he was, and the other boats were with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking into the boat, so that the boat was already filling. But he was in the stern, asleep on the cushion, and they woke him and said, 'Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?' And he awoke and rebuked the wind and the sea. 'Peace, be still.' And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. He said to them, 'Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?'" Understand this situation. The boat is starting to take on water. The boat is starting to sink. The boat is starting to get to the place where these men are afraid. But they forgot the promise that Jesus said, we're going to the other side, that there's this peace that can be about them. When we have the fruit of the Spirit of peace in us, no matter what storm is going on in our lives, we know that the promises that Christ has given us, we know that the promises of his death, burial, and resurrection, that we are saved. So we don't have to worry about shame. We don't have to worry about guilt. When we confess our sin to Christ, that there can be this peace inside of us, knowing that his promises that we will be saved when we call upon his name. Also, that this life may not be easy. Things around us, he never promised that they would be easy. He actually told us that we would have things that were rough, that people would come against us, that people would reject us. But he also guaranteed us that they wouldn't be rejecting us, they would be rejecting him that's within us. So there's this peace that's understanding that when people start to come against us because of our Christian faith, we can have peace and understanding that he promised that that would happen. But we know that the righteous have never been forsaken, that he still takes care of us. We find in the Psalms so many times the psalmist talks about the God, his rock, his refuge. We know that the rock is a solid place. A refuge is a place to hide, that we can hide. We can have peace in knowing that God is taking care of us, that no matter what's going on around us, no matter what storm seems to be filling up the waves and the water in our boat, there can be a peace that Jesus said, we're going to the other side. He will get you through this. When he makes a promise to you, we can walk through that fruit of that Spirit knowing that peace is all we have to worry about. Because the flesh starts to worry. So when we begin to lean upon the flesh and upon the understanding, then we start to worry and stress and we start to have this anxiety. But when we lean upon the Spirit and say, you know what, I'm going to walk by the Spirit. I'm going to let the Spirit lead me. I'm going to let the Spirit manifest in me. When it's manifested in us, we just have this peace about us. Be encouraged today. God didn't say, I give you the fruit of stress. I give you the fruit of anxiety. I give you the fruit of worry. He said, no, be filled with the fruit of the Spirit of peace. Be filled with the fruit of the Spirit of peace today, no matter what's going on. I love you guys. Be encouraged. I can't wait to spend Wednesday with you. I can't wait till we get back to the place that we're face to face. Have a great day. And if you need anything, text me, snap me, Instagram me, whatever you do to got to get a hold of me if you need something. I'm here for you. Love you guys.